What's going on, guys? It's your boy, and today I'm back for another episode of Attack on Titan. Last episode, we got confirmation that it's been Six plan all along. Well, for the most part, though, most of it, or maybe just half of it. But it's been he's been planning it as well. That's what I'm trying to say. He been having an involvement in this whole thing. Yes, they keep talking about a secret plan. That he has, or that Eren has, or that the squad has, or whomever. Somebody has a secret plan, and I need to know it though. This better not be another basement gate that is gonna take me like 2,500 episodes until we get to the truth though. Information better come out soon though on this episode. Annie is still in her crystallized cocoon. It's been like 25 years though, and she's still there though. Is she ever gonna come out outside from that thing though? This is the first season though. You've been there since the first season. On the first season now, girl. It's time. It's about time though. It's about time though. And Eren is saying "Tatakai, Tatakai, Tatakai" to the mirror, just like any other normal person would. The Island Boy is different this season. Yeah, he is different this season. The Island Boy. Let's get to it. By the way, I will highly appreciate if you guys like this video and subscribe if you haven't. It's $3.99 and you can always change your mind. Hope you enjoyed this video. There he is, Tatakai, Tatakai. This guy right here. That's a great question though. Yes, is there two fights, Eren? People do talk to themselves though, but yeah, they don't say Tatakai in the mirror though. Yeah, you got a point there. I remember that. Man, it feels like a long time ago, huh? Damn. Well, he has? What you mean by that, though? 2 years ago, okay. Are we getting more info, huh? On these previous years, huh? Yeah, they don't trust the Marlians, huh? Well, they're not even Marlians, they're probably something else, though. Oh, is that right? Oh, this that lady. The lady that yeah. Oh, this is where her people is from? So are these people as strong as Ackermans though? Because they said that the king power doesn't work on Ackermans and these people, no? What? Kenny's grandpa's, that's what I was saying, so maybe they're just as strong though. Damn, so this fool been scheming for the longest, huh? This fool sick, huh? Yeah, this is the one he stole from Mike. Yeah.
パラディ島で開発された巨人を殺す兵器です。私が個人的に調達したものですのでご安心を。しかし、この兵器を動かすにはある特殊な燃料が必要です。
Wait, so what is...
それを彼らは氷爆石と呼んでいました。
Oh.
ジーク・イエーガーは自分の計画に協力するなら
What is this
傾い
though?
た国家が大国に
But this is not the what was in the cave though. The Reese's cave. It has to be something else, no?
がそれが事実ならこの近代化の時代において金銀財宝に等しい資源が眠っておられるのです。
私は出汁に使われただけでは。
Yep.
計らいとは一体何でしょうか。
ご存知の通りジーク・イエーガーは秘策がある。
What is the plan? What is it?
地ならしでこの島を守るために必要な3つの過程です。地ならしの実験的活用、その力の一部を公開し世界に破壊力を見せつけるのです。
Ah.
ヒーズルの介入、地ならしが必要なくなるまでこの島の軍事力を世界の水準並みに底上げすること。
So they're probably just gonna use like the Titans in one war? Is that it?
巨人両者の継続的な維持、これが3つ目の過程。獣の巨人を王家の血を引く者へと継承。
Oh yeah, this fool doesn't want that though. Look at Eren though. This fool's mad already.
他の兵器が発達しても地ならしは強力な兵器だ、手放すことができなければ何世代にもわたり継承は繰り返されていく。
わかりました。私は獣の巨人の継承を受け入れます。地ならしが我々の存続に不可欠。
Oh, this is why Hanji was saying that about Historia.
ヒストリア。
壁を破壊し蹂躙された挙句家畜みてえに子供を産まされ殺されて
Yeah, this fool doesn't like that though.
許されるっていうのなら、俺はジーク・イエーガーの計画は到底
Oh, so this is the plan then? Oh, okay.
地ならしの維持に我々の命運を委ねるのは危険です。時間の限りあらゆる選択を模索するのが
Good.
我々の取るべき最善策ではない。
Definitely. I agree with that though. I agree with that though.
君と焦燥感を共にしたつもりだった。でも君がなぜ単独行動に出てこの島を危機に追い込んだ。
Yeah, but that's such a contrast though.
ヒストリアはどうなってもよかったのかい？
Definitely.
俺は潜水の巨人を食いました。つまりどれだけ深く固い地下に俺を幽閉しても無駄だって。
Oh, is that right? Oh, is that right?
当然質を持つ俺を殺すこともできない。ハンジさん、あなたに何ができる？
Oh, this fool's wildin' though. Oh, this fool's wildin' though.
他のやり方があったら教えてくださいよ。
エレンのエッチ、
Oh.
いまだに反抗期かよバカ若者。
Oh, this fool's wildin' though.
あんたの唯一の失策だ。なんで私なんか団長にしたんだよ。
Man, oh my god, that's good. Ooh, that's interesting though. That is interesting.
体をいたわらないと。
Oh, she's pregnant. By who? Is that Eren's kid? No, I don't think so though. Ah.
まさかガキを起こしらえ遊ばされるただ。所詮は下船の身に過ぎない名ばかりの女王様ってこと。
Oh, is that right?
女王には相手を選ぶ権利がある。誰の息もかかっていない相手であることは調査済みだろう。
Oh.
生まれた青年だ。幼少期は女王に石を投げつけていたらしい。
Oh, is that right? The fool was a weirdo?
何年も顔を伏せたまま下働きを務める彼に気づいたのは
Was Historia, huh?
慣れ初めなんてどうでもいい。問題は女王がなぜ今身勝手な行為に及んだ。
That's a great question. That's a very good question, actually.
身をもだろうと巨人にしちまえば。
お腹の子は死ぬだろうな。何より女王の身に何かあればおしまいだ。
Yeah.
出産は命の危険が伴うというのに。
Yeah, who knows that she wouldn't die in the process though.
もう一本持ってこい、マネージ。
ニコロ、おすすめはこいつだろ。
Wait, what?
俺たちがやらなきゃいけないことなのか。
これなら体も鍛えられるし島の開発も進むって。
お様だよ。
いや、俺たちはこのバカの護衛で仕方なく。
お前ら 図体ばかりでかくなりやがって。
Oh, you're still short? You still a shorty? That's funny, Levi.
島もないようだ。やはりヒーズルはパラディ島の資源を独占取引したいのだから、
Yep.
他国との貿易に協力などし。
Yeah, they want it to themselves, though.
じゃあ俺たちは地ならしに頼るしかなくて、ヒストリアの犠牲は避けられないってことですか？
そうなる。
そんな、こちらの意図も計らず勝手に悪魔だって決めつけて。
Pretty much, pretty much.
私たちが何者かわからないから恐れている。
そうだ。顔の見えない相手なんかを信用するわけには。だから会いに行こう。わからないものがあれば理解しに行けばいい。
Yeah, that's a good diplomatic approach. Yes.
マーレに拠点を設けて潜入か。
ハンジさん、そんなこと考えてたんですね。
Oh, so this. Oh.
あのマーレ料理に舌包みを。
She's thinking about food.
腹を下したら大変だよな。
Also, it was Hanji's plan to go to Marley, though, infiltrate Marley.
平和を望んでいることを世界が知れば何かが変わるかもしれない。
もう少し時間があればな。俺の寿命は5年とあと。
This is just like on season 3, though, when Rod Reed's Titan, though, and they were having this conversation in the back of
お前じゃダメだろ。
that horse's thing,
アッカー
whatever.
マン家が何なのかまだ分かってねえんだ。何よりヒーズルといろいろやってこってやつが狂人になってどうする？
じゃあ他に誰が？
俺だ。まず俺はエレンよりはるかに頭がいい。
So you wanna be the attack Titan? Is that right?
弾力を発揮できる稀有な存在。それが俺だ。お前のお下がりは気に入らねえが、実際俺以上の人材がいるか？
You've been playing him. Yeah, you've been playing him, though.
お前は兵団の指導者とか目指せよ。エレンの巨人は俺が継ぐから。な、それがいいだろ、エレン。
Oh, now they fighting about who gets his
あ
Titan.
なたはバカなんですよ。じゃなくてバカにそんな重要なことを任せられるわけないじゃん。
Oh, is that right? So you wanna be the Titan?
私が継ぎますよ。
お前ら。
セレレンよ。セレレンじゃけどね。
いや、それ。
Yes.
いや、だからバカには任せられないってお前が言ったんだろ。
You calling her an
お前
idiot?
は俺より。
That's funny.
俺はお前らに継承させる。
Oh, that was hilarious, though.
お前らが大事だからだ。他の誰よりも。だから。
So what you wanna do?
長生きしてほしい。
So somebody else? Somebody that isn't them?
はあ？てめえ何赤くなったんだ？どうすんだよこの空気をよ。
すまん。
He's probably getting sunburned, though. He's getting sunburned.
みんな赤くなってるからさ。
Yeah, definitely, though. Definitely.
そうか。夕日なら仕方ねえよ。
Man, but they got railroads now, though. That's dope.
義勇兵の拘束がまさかピクス司令がそんな強硬策に出るとは。ジークの思惑が確定していない以上、俺たちは危険な状態にあるんだ。
Also, at this point, they didn't know, huh?
ジークと接触して何を話したのかは真相は本人たちにしかわからない。
Oh, this is in present time. Oh, my
お前ら
bad.
にはあれが
My
エレン
bad.
に見えたか。
Yeah, he's something new, though.
じゃああいつが俺たちじゃなく腹違いの兄貴の方につくことがあるなら、俺たちは奴を切る覚悟をしておく必要がある。
そんなことさせない。
Is that right?
そんなことにはならないと思う。
You think so?
エレンは誰よりも私たちを思っている。みんなも分かっているはず。
That's true, though. That's true as well. That is true. You're right about that, though.
それは違うぞ。かつてのあいつはいくらお前が強くても前線から遠ざけようと。
Yeah, not the new one, huh?
だがアルミンに軍港を破壊させお前を戦場に呼んだ。
それは私たちが信頼されてるから。実際 私たちが行かなければ何もできなかった。
You don't know that though. You don't know that though. He probably would have still done it though, regardless.
エレンはどうしたと思う？涙を流したと思うか？悔しがったと思うか
？5人よせ。
一体何がそんなにおかしかったんだろうな。サシャが死んだことのどこが。
What you said, meat?
かさ、なんでエレンは笑ったのか。
エレンと話そう。僕とミカサと3人だけでエレンの真意を確かめるんだ。
Well, Eren obviously doesn't know how to manage his emotions though, so it's probably just I don't know, a nervous reaction or something.
選択肢がある。まさか、信頼できる他の誰かを巨人にしてエレンの始祖を継承する選択だ。
But who though? Who will be the one though? Who? All right, well, the squad has realized that Eren is different now. And obviously he is different now. Everything is, things are, the way things are right now though, it's, it could go any way though. That's the crazy part, because yes, Eren has always been very protective over his friends, right? But all of a sudden he wasn't, right? He was quick to let them be in the front lines, as it was stated, right? Because yeah, previously he would be he wouldn't do that. He didn't want people to fight, but in this time, yeah, he pretty much rely on them to make it happen, right? But yeah, that's an interesting point right there, because if he didn't care so much about them, you know, he would have never risked some of them to be in the front lines, right? To die, which in this case it happened to Sasha, right? So yeah, that's an interesting development as well. That's something that I didn't really thought about. And that does bring a question though. Now it seems like Erwin Eren is like kind of like Erwin, right? That he's ready to sacrifice even his own people that he care about, just for his goal, his dream, or whatever it is that he has, or whatever he planned, or whatever he's planning with Zeke. Because yeah, it's stated that they probably talk and they probably scheme, but they probably plan something though. So I really want, well, obviously now we know what Zeke's plan is, right? But we don't really know Eren, right? We don't know now what Eren has in mind, because yeah, before he was like, yeah, we gotta do something else, that we don't gotta rely on the rumbling, we gotta figure something else, so we don't rely on that, right? But now it seems that he might be with that situation, or I don't know. That's very interesting. But for example, Zeke's plan is, yeah, so it's kind of like what Marley is doing, right? To keep passing down the titans, right, to the next person, and to still have that power on their side and all of that, and have the beast to be of real blood, and then have somebody else they trust, or whomever, or the best candidate, I guess in this case, to have the founding titan, right? But Eren has 3 titans though, so I wonder if they will split, or it will all 3 will be in that one person that they choose though. That's interesting. Yeah, that's interesting though. That's probably gonna be it though. Probably that one person is probably gonna inherit all the 3 titans though. So yeah, I'm still wondering how what you call it, Mikasa's peoples. Well, it's not her people. Well, it's her peoples though, but it's her people from where her mom is from, right? That I wonder how they come into place with this. Because now it seems like it's they're kind of an ally to them, but not really an ally, because these people only want their resources of paradise, right, of the island. So, but that fool was saying that is the iceberg stone, something like that, the one that made what you call it, the thing that they the gear that they use, right, that the squad uses, right. So I previously thought that when they talk about resources of the island, they were talking about the ore, right, that the ore that they found in the Reese's cave, right, was probably one of many things. But the iceberg stone, I don't think I've heard about it before, or I knew about it. That's a new development for sure. So yeah, obviously the people want to get involved, but the only way to get involved, that they will get involved, is if they are guaranteed that they're gonna get this stuff, right. Other than that, they probably, they're not really with it, right. That's why I was saying that when they were talking about with Hanji and the railroads, well, like, hey, this is what they want, and I don't think we want to give them that though. So we have no choice but the rumbling though. But still though, like, there has to be another way though. There has to be another way. But at the same time though, all of the other nations are probably gonna gang up. Obviously, they're gonna gang up against the island though. So they're probably gonna come a point in time where they're gonna have no other choice though. This is gonna be it. This is gonna be the only solution, is for them to unleash the Titans though. Because obviously the island is, previously, right, even when Yelena was talking about, right, previously it was harder to invade the island because of all the Titans that were there. But now that the Titans are all gone, it makes it a little easier, right, especially to invade by land, right. And obviously there's the airships in all the nations though. So that could be a thing too though. That there's multiple ways now that obviously they're not going to be able to, well, Marley in this case, Marley's not going to be able to attack by sea anymore because their ships is gone. So they're probably going to have to rely on airships, or probably the other nations are going to come through with the navies and shit and all of that, because I'm pretty sure Marley's not going to attack by themselves though, because they'll be getting the asses handed to them every time. Like, they got the asses handed to with the Titans, and now they got the asses handed to in their own turf though, in Liberia. So it's gonna be something though. But for example, let's say Zeke's plan, because Zeke was saying that, hey, let's just give them a taste of the rumbling, right? They're gonna be scared after that. So, we have everything under control, right? And then we will do the passing down the Titans and all that, then we should be fine, right? But obviously, other nations have developed weapons that could counter Titans, just like Force Lava, right? Just like they did against the Titans at that time. Obviously, they were not quite there yet, because as we saw, they still got decimated, but it kept them at bay at least. It kept them at bay at least for probably years, months, or days, right? Until they were able to completely take down Force Lava. But I'm pretty sure all the nations are developing this stuff, though. I'm pretty sure this nation, that the Shoguns, they probably have all this stuff, though. They probably have developed all of this, and they're ready though for whenever there's an attack. Well, probably I don't even think that Marley has ever attacked them though. Probably they just been a good allies this whole time. So, and obviously now the interests of the Shoguns have moved towards the island, right, because of their resources, right, but because they want it though. They know that it's gonna be paper out of that. So so I want. This could go a lot of ways. It could go a whole lot of different ways, though, because now that you have more people involved, more things involved, things could go a whole lot of ways, though. And it's very convenient, though, that Historia is pregnant now too, though. Just as like, even like when the soldiers were talking about, like, how convenient is that she's all of a sudden pregnant, though. So they were saying that is a guy that used to stalk her or whatnot, that is the dad. Which now I wonder if that's the case though. I wonder if it's just what they're being told, especially because Eren, has a specific what you call it. He feels some type of way about his story, right? Even though it's been stated or been told, right, that oh no, that's not it. That he only sees her as a friend and whatnot. But every time they come across, though, they have conversations, or whenever, what you call it, whenever Historia's name is brought up, Eren just is very defensive, right? Yes, like I was saying, it's people was telling me, right, is that it's because he's just his friend, right? So he's very protective of his friends, but still though, it's, I don't know, because because Eren doesn't seem like he's protective of his friends like he used to, right? But it seems like he still wants to protect Historia no matter what. So yeah, it makes me wonder now. It makes me wonder if it's really that fools though. It probably won't be the case though, because yeah, like people have been telling me, oh, Mikasa and Eren is the real couple of Attack on Titan, which I don't really understand how, because they never really had any what do you call it? Never think there's never been signals like that though. It's always it's quite the opposite. Eren is always annoyed by her. He's always talking about leave me alone. You're not my dad. You're not my dad. You're not my mom. We're not family or something. Eren is always just being mean to Mikasa and stuff. So I don't understand how, people say that they're supposed to be a thing when, if it's never been implied, that situation. We never even seen that though. It seems more like it's just one sided. It's just like Mikasa thinks of Eren this way, but Eren doesn't think that way of Mikasa. But he does. It feels like Eren feels that way about Historia though, and not about Mikasa, because it seems like Mikasa he's more annoyed of Mikasa than anything else, and he's overly protective of Historia. So yeah, that's interesting stuff though. That's interesting stuff though. So I really want to know Eren's plan though, because I don't think his plan aligns with Zeke's though. But obviously it doesn't, because he said, "Hey, this fool Zeke could show his plan. I'm not with it." So, what that was also previously, because also when he said that was previously to him going to Marley though. So maybe Marley there was a development. Now he's probably in agreement though, because even Connie was saying that, oh, now they talk. Who knows what they talk about? And who knows if they're together with this? So, which I still don't think, or maybe they are though. But Zeke is still thinking about something else though, because obviously Zeke is a schemer though. That was a schemer. So, yeah, I'm not sure, but. How? We'll see though.